people. Say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This one is called, I am very concerned about the level of justice, or better yet, injustice that I see being perpetuated in Jamaica. It seems as if we don't have a prime minister, we don't have a justice minister, we don't have a commissioner of Popo, we don't have a DPP. Or better yet, it seems as if they are not serving the interests of the majority of Jamaicans, meaning the people that are not rich. The people are that are not from Uptown, the Cherry Garden, the Norbrook, the people with the face card, the money people, such as the Matalan, the Issa, the Crosscarries. These people can get away with anything, at the Popo, at the Prime Minister, at the politician, or just about anybody with any sorts of clout in Jamaica. They can get away with just about anything, including MVDR, even when it is displayed on CCTV video, buzzing all over social media. It does not make a difference. They can beat that case. As a matter of fact, sometimes they don't even get questioned. Most of the time, they won't get arrested, and definitely there will be no sorts of conviction. And even if there is a conviction, they are going to beat it on some sorts of prosecutorial misconduct, judge misconduct, some sorts of technicality. Them always find a way to beat and buck the system, no matter how serious the charge is. I am speaking about an incident that occurred at Olympic Way, where a youth, Eric Morgan Jaja Zaza, lost his life at the hands of a Popo. Off duty, was at a bar for a couple of hours drinking. Apparently, that Popo and the bartender, who happened to be Zaza or Jaja's baby mother to be girlfriend, they were in some sort of relationship without a shadow of a doubt, and they decided that they were going to go home together. She lives with Jaja, or lived with Jaja. However, there was trouble in paradise, so therefore she decided that, listen, me and my man have a plan, my side man have a plan, we are go home and do whatever we were planning from his night of drinking in at the bar. He came to the place, and then he tried to get his girlfriend to go home with him. She insisted that she's going to go home with this Popo. Him try to hold on upon her. Anyway, the Popo come out from the driver's side of his car that was parked in front of the bar, blaze up the youth a couple of times. The youth lost his life. He was taken to the place of recovery. However, he succumbed to his injuries. Since then, we see these people, meaning the Popo, they might try defame the youth character. They might start say, the boy is a trouble boy. The boy crazy. The boy get locked up a couple of times for suspicion of all sorts of robbery. Them start with say, him brother named Sean, a Gunman. So therefore the whole family corrupt. However, what they are not saying, what exactly happened clearly on that video, that CCTV footage, which was clear as day that he did not rush the Popo. Him just hold on upon the hand of his girlfriend because she was leaving with the next man, and that is probably what the average Jamaican youth, 20-year-old, would probably do. Him never cuff her up, him never push her down, him never box her up, him never clot her up. Was he holding on to her hand too tight? Me can't say that. However, me just say, when it come to the degree of abuse, it was not that severe, or it was not that bad. Abuse is abuse, but me just say, there was no sorts of reasons to be concerned that anybody, especially the Popo's life was in danger, that means that him supposed to take with the youth. So we see say them try to label the youths as crazy when his sister and his mother went to the Huntsville Popo station and that the Popo, that is the picture that they were trying to paint. Now people, remember, like me say, this man has been on earth for a couple of decades. This man works, this man goes about his business in an average way. So therefore there was no sorts of sign. However, these Popo try to pronounce or paint this man as mad because they were looking for some sorts of justification for their crony, for their squaddy. Now people, isn't it ironic that you have a crime that is committed clearly on CCTV? There is no shadow of a doubt who was wrong, who was the aggressor, who was the agitator, who was the person that was putting anybody's life in danger, including taking away a man over his own woman because of PUSSY, pumps or whatever they were doing. It was obvious a conflict of interest because him in love or want the people and woman. So therefore him decides, listen, not only me I go take her away, take her piece, me I go get him out of the picture. So therefore she can be mine and mine alone. We blame the girlfriend also because if she was any sort of decent type of woman that was pregnant for her next man, that pretty much she was FUCKING on her belly with her next man, and people, most persons including myself, are going to say that baby that she has in her stomach is more than likely for Joe Grind, the dirty Popo. So therefore a dirty bartender and a dirty Popo bring forth a child. I am very sad for that child in the future. My point about this video is that, isn't it kind of strange, isn't it ironic that we see so much videos circulating over social media wherein people make all sorts of THREATS to the Popo, to the Prime Minister, to whomever, and within 2 tours, less than 24 hours, them go for them. Sometimes these people lose them life and some of them are criminals. Yes, they deserve to DIE. However, sometimes, most of the times, these people are actually Looney Tune. That means them have some sorts of mental issue. So my point is this. You see the type of effort that the JCF makes, that law enforcement makes when it comes to certain people. Just sending some sorts of threats, which most of the time, these people should not be taken serious. If anything, they should be taken to Bellevue in some sort of mental institution. However, when a crime is clearly committed on video, as blatant and brazen as can be, the best that we have heard, yes, we've confirmed that he is a member of the JCF. We not hear say them take away him tool. We not hear say he is in any sorts of questioning in the presence of his lawyer. We not hear say him get dex duty. Nothing has pretty much changed. As a matter of fact, his life is even more convenient because him get out the man whose baby mother it is allegedly supposed to be. And then he is going about his life like nothing happened. What happened to the family of Jaja? They are now stressed. They are now in mourning. They are financially worse, as if they were financially good from the start, because you hear the mother and the sister say he was pretty much the breadwinner. He was taking care of the whole family. Generation from his mother to his sister. Now he is gone. Who is going to supplement that income? Is that officer that took him away going to pay for those bills? Is he going to supplement these people's lifestyle now that he has taken away this man for no apparent reason, none at all, other than some PUSSY? Now, when we look at what is going on in Jamaica, we've seen clearly, as it pertains to SSL, wherein these people thief in excess of $3 billion Jamaican dollar, whole heap a million of US dollar, including from that of our legendary sprinter. 39 confession. We even saw that Jean Ann Panton came out and said, listen, I was induced, I was coerced, I was held under duress to give some sort of confession statement. And we know that she's a liar. But me just say, she pretty much implicated all of her bosses, all of the directors of SSL. We not hear say them get any sorts of questioning. We not hear say them get arrested. We not hear say no sorts of case are run, no sorts of investigation are go on. Even though the finance minister promised that the FBI is coming, some sorts of forensic expert from the UK that has 100 years of in the field, we not hear nothing from that. Everything swept under the rug. And we're not talking about isolated incidents. I am speaking over and over, every day, every month for years. We've seen the double standard, ABUSE of the poor and the people that have money. They can pretty much get away with anything, including murder. People, it is quite obvious for everybody to see. So when we hear the DPP comes out, when we hear Mr. Bailey comes out, when we hear our Prime Minister, when we hear this one and that one come out and talk about crime is rampant in Jamaica, it seems as if they don't realize that crimes against poor people is the same versus crimes against rich people. People, do you realize that, listen, if somebody from the garrison go a Cherry Garden, go a Narbrook and take out somebody, that case is going to be given priority. That person is going to be locked up. That person more than likely is going to be charged. More than likely is going to be convicted. Reverse it. Somebody from Narbrook, Cherry Garden, go to the garrison. Whatever the circumstance is. Even if it is on video. Even if that person from Cherry Garden or Uptown is wrong. They are always going to beat it. Yes, them are going to have the money to get the top lawyer such as the Champagne. So therefore they are going to be at a great advantage. However, me just say, wrong is always going to be wrong. No matter what type of lawyer you have. When something is blatant and brazenly wrong, there is no sorts of lawyer, no sorts of rule, no sorts of whatever that can happen for you to beat it, because it is quite obvious. If you take with somebody, if you wrong somebody, when you're wrong, you are just wrong. So therefore, why? Because of your status, financially, class-wise. Why is it that you can beat the system, however, the next man is at a bad disadvantage? People, something is definitely wrong with the effort that we see as it pertains to the DPP, as it pertains to the Popo, as it pertains to the government of Jamaica on a whole. People, something definitely wrong. So why you think that these people, that they themselves are criminal, meaning the robbers, meaning the MVDR3R-On-CCTV? Why you think that they don't give a DAMN? At least with them, they are doing what is a part of their job description. However, as it pertains to the DPP, the top popo, the government, finance minister, what is your excuse? How do you justify your action? Don't you see that you have to lead by example? Don't you see that if the top of the stream is corrupt, just imagine what is going to happen down at the bottom, at the tributaries. It is going to be cloudy. It is going to be contaminated. So therefore, that is the reason why Jamaica is the way that it is. So therefore, don't be surprised when you get up every day and you hear say the youth them out there a rob and a thief and a KILL. Because they look at you, you do not set any sort of example. It is quite obvious that there is a double standard. It is not even close. Advantage to the rich, advantage to the people with the name recognition. Very disadvantageous for the people that are poor from the garrison. It does not matter the circumstance. It does not matter if there's any sort of video. It does not matter if there's any sort of testimony, statement in a court. Them are going to beat it. May I talk about the rich people. Dog are going to eat the supper of the poor. So therefore, when people pray this and see the way that you are, them can't take you seriously. There is no reason for anybody with an iota of sense to take anything as it pertains to justice in a Jamaica seriously, because people, it is not. The people that are supposed to be in charge and managing the justice of Jamaica, they are just as corrupt as the common criminal, and it is obvious by their daily, whatever you see them do being displayed, it is so blatant, it is so bad, and it is obvious that they do not give a FUCK for the poor, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.